Welcome back, guys, and welcome back for the second part of this episode. Wats Sports Hawaii here, and we're down to the last two segments here for Wats Sports Hawaii here for this week. As our next segment will be Pick'em, and you guys know the rules. Top Hawaii high school football games. I picked the winners for each of them, and yeah, let's see. And I just see what happens, and yeah. But for this week, I have 5 critical games for this week, and all of them are on Oahu here. So let's get right into it. And guys, nothing will get in the way for me to go 5-0 this week.
There is one thing.
The first game goes down tomorrow night as the Roosevelt Rough Riders will take on the Kaimuki Bulldogs. This game is for, as both teams will be playing for the OIA Division II Championship. The winner will probably get a maybe get the first of 2 seeds for the state tournament maybe, and then if not, someone will have to probably go travel outer island somewhere for the first round of the HHSA Division II football state tournament. But for this week, you know, a lot of great players play in this game, you know. But for this one, I gotta go with Kaimuki and Sama Pa'ama on this one, winning another OIA Division II championship, just because you know, they just see what they did against Kaiser is just unbelievable. They showed many different formations and were able to pretty much do everything, run and pass the ball. As I think Roosevelt's magical winning streak will have to probably come at an abrupt end. And then the nightcap for championship night at Aloha CM will be a tale of underdogs, as the for sure underdog Castle Knights will be taking on the for sure underdog the Waipahu Marauders tomorrow night down at the stadium following the Division II OIA Championship game, as those two teams will be playing for the OIA Division I Championship game. Players to watch out for that game: Waipahu's quarterback Cody Marquez, who made top 10 on SportsCenter for his amazing flip on against Lelehua last week to give Waipahu the spark they needed, and the and basically, yeah, that spark that they needed to beat Lelehua. And it was right before the half, and I mean, pretty much that was the end of the story from there, you know. Right after Marquez flipped into the end zone, and pretty much he and his Martyrs flipped the script on the Mules last week. And then, but if you talk about flipping the script from last week, I mean, if you didn't watch last week's game between Castle and Moanalua, Senituni Punivai is the guy to watch out for Castle. Really a Wildcat quarterback. Castle is running a lot of that Wildcat stuff with Punivai in the backfield, and I mean, he was awesome last week. Rushed for over 200 yards against the non-Menehune defense. But for this one, I gotta go with Waipahu, just because I just think Waipahu will be playing more as a team, and as much as I like to you know, give Senituni Punivai the spotlight for this championship game right now, I just think Waipahu right now is playing at their best, their best football right now, and they play more as a team basically. You know, this is their 3rd straight OIA championship game, and as I said before in the previous video in part 1, Waipahu is looking to become the first ever OIA school to win a football championship in Division I and Division II, or basically in 2 different divisions basically, as Waipahu has won a few OIA championships in football in the Division II level, but now they'll be looking for their first OIA football championship in the Division I level. then finally also going down on Friday night is a big one in the OIA Open Division, as the Koku Red Raiders will be traveling from the North Shore and will be playing the boys of 76 South against the Campbell Sabres. Now, if you recap, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, Campbell beat Koku on a last-minute touchdown scored by Titus Mokia Atimalala from a pass from Crescent Kaipo, and basically that pretty much set up Campbell to be the host team for the semifinal when they take on the Koku Red Raiders tomorrow night. And I just think that this game will be more intense, more physical, and I mean, you name it all, because that game was pretty much the best game from the regular season from the Hawaii high school football games out so far this season. For many Kuku fans, and for the players, they really think that they really learned their lesson. They're ready to bounce back, and after they lost to Campbell that week, and I just think that I have to go once again Koku over Campbell. I mean, I picked Koku to beat Campbell 2 weeks ago, right? I mean, it can't happen twice, right? And then the second game for the OIA Open Division, the second semifinal, will be the Mililani Trojans taking on the Farrington Governors in Central Oahu, as Dylan Gabriel looking to become the first Hawaii high school football quarterback to reach 9,000 passing yards for his career, and to basically go back to the OIA championship game and find redemption after losing to Kuku last year, and probably one of the greatest games from last year. But it all starts for Mililani on Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. at John Kaminana Stadium, and I gotta go with Mililani with pretty much a cruising win. Maybe not the 57-15 final score. I would give this final score maybe 40. Let's go 48 to 14. Maybe not a big difference in the score there, but I just think Farrington will be coming out with more of a fire and passion for that football game, because this is their second breath. Whatever happened in the regular season doesn't matter, right, as of right now. And yeah, but for Mililani, there's too high power, and plus they're coming off of 2 straight bye weeks. This is their first game in 3 weeks. When they played Kapolei in Second City in the beginning of October. The only thing I see with Mililani, if they can execute and they can't do what they want to do against Farrington, is if it's the rust factor, as they always say. But I think Coach York will have the boys of Trojan Town ready to take on the Farrington Governors, and I have the Trojans being the Farrington Governors. Okay, fam, it is time for the moment you've been waiting for, and that is Hawaii's main event here. And it is a big one between the number 1 team and the number 3 team in a winner-take-all ILH Division 1 Open Championship game between the St. Louis Crusaders and the Punahou Buff and Blue. Now, to give you a little recap, starting from the regular season, Punahou gave St. Louis a run for their money. St. Louis had to literally earn it during that game, with the final score being 35-28. And plus it's a big time rivalry game. Whenever it is St. Louis versus Punahou, it's going to be physical. It's going to have passion. It's going to have pretty much everything a high school football game is looking for. This especially when these two teams meet, and there's nothing else to say. Pretty much, it's pretty much, you win. You're going to the state tournament in next month in November, And if you lose, you're turning in pads next Monday. We know the players too. For St. Louis, Jalen DeLauro, Jacob Botello, and Fatu Tuitele and Roman Wilson. The usual guys as well down in Kolaipohaku, and then down in at Punahou, we have Hugh Brady, Amani Noah Tufono, Maris Leafau, and Alakai Gilman, of course, and it's the simple guys, I mean, and as of right now, both teams are just focused on this game because, it's because no one wants to be turning in pads next Monday. That's why, and I think it has more meaning for St. Louis because this is probably one of the more highly profiled games that they're going to be playing, especially when it comes down for the national ranking as well. This week they entered they enter with a number 10th rank, with a number 10 ranking in Max Preps, and I think they want to try and get into the single digits at number 9, maybe, who knows, but for St. Louis to be able to get that single digit ranking, they're going to have to beat Punahou, of course, but now it is time to pick that winner. It's time to pick that winner where I gotta look at the statistics, excuse me, as, I mean, I basically pick St. Louis to win every single time when they play during the week, and I mean, I'm undefeated, I think I'm I believe I'm 8-0 when picking St. Louis. Yes, I'm 8-0 when I picked St. Louis to win because, of course, they're on, and they have their records 8-0 overall and all that. So, and I mean, I'm thinking of always having wings though, but I can't go against this record. Give me this. Can't be going against an 8-0 record, and they haven't lost a game since to a Tagovailoa games, right? So I gotta go with this beautiful, this beautiful look here, this beautiful Kalaipohaku look here, and all that. And guys, I guess it is St. Louis this week for Hawaii's main event. This week in the battle between number 1 versus number 3. This week, St. Louis, ILA's champions, and going to the state tournament in November next month. Alright guys, this will pretty much do it for Hawaii's main event, Pick'em, and the second part of the 2-part series for this week's Hawaii's for Wats Sports Hawaii here for this week here. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, leave what you think on the opinions from the previous video and what you think about the games this week as well, including Hawaii as well. And I know I didn't mention it in any of the video footage so far, but there's also Wahine volleyball and Wahine soccer going on this week. Good luck to the Wahine this week. Go check them out at the IPO soccer fields this week, or at the stand this weekend. But yeah, let me know what you think about what we talked about in the 2-part series this week and all that. And also, please don't just I want you to smash that subscribe button and pound that notification bell as well until it is soft like poi, like how I'm about to make some poi tonight, but guys, I'll pretty much do it. The routine. Lick 'em, false 'em, and shoot.